Hello everyone, and today we're going to be talking about Metagross and how I believe it is absolutely broken right now. I mean, this character has gone through the biggest development arc of all of 2024, and I know it's been only 9 days, but of course, that isn't quite phenomenal. I think Metagross has really done everything it wants to do, and then more in those patches. So we're going to talk a little bit about it today, maybe what you want to do while playing Metagross, and how you can see a lot more victories when you play this character in this current patch. Now, of course, if you're really excited for that, make sure to leave a like on the video, sub to the channel, and as always, leave a comment on what you'd like to see below. And if this isn't for you, smiles, enjoy your day, like the video, sub to the channel, all the same. Alright, let's get started. So let's talk about what did they change in Metagross. So they basically buffed the entire kit. I'm going to put a little bit of the summarization on the screen in a condensed form, let's just say. But basically, they made Iron Defense a little bit better of a secure. You do 100% boosted attack damage increased. So it's a bit better, like it does have 600 damage. Very nice at the start of the game. As you can see, I'm just jungling here because I want to get ahead in levels. It's not essential. I actually played this in top lane against some very, very good teams. And I thought it was quite good as well. So it definitely didn't do bad in that sense. And I was very excited to think that this character could be part of the new meta that's developing in this current patch. Anyway, so before we talk too much about that and everything, what's the best moveset right now? You need to be running Gyro Ball. You need to be running Magnet Rise. And I'm going to show you a few item builds on the screen that I think are very effective. Now, emblems, of course, can be anything you want. Like, just make sure to take some attacks, maybe some health as well, and you're going to have a great time in ranked. Alright, so why is Metagross so strong now? As you're about to watch, Gyro Ball is doing like a phenomenal amount of damage. And more importantly than that, it's feeling very obnoxious because of the continuous and perpetual shielding you're getting. So the cooldown isn't getting reduced so much, but the shield increase was so catastrophically big. Like, I'm telling you right now, guys, that this is just a free ticket, a free meal ticket in ranked. You can't lose in this character. It is so tanky. It does so much damage. Like you're seeing, it's doing like 80% of the ball to itself at level 5. Now, I think Metagross in this sense is becoming exactly what I said it was meant to be in the first patch, where I was like, oh, well, what Metagross is missing is that this little oomph, this little ticker, being able to be a bit tankier in the situation. You're really doing the damage, and we're seeing that right now. The damage is there. Now, the tankiness is also there, and then that's when the problems start. As you can see here, I just, spin, half them dead, Magnet Rise time, and it's just like, it's time to levitate into the sky. Just go and master them, Magnet Rising up, and it's very nice. And you can see, wow, like look at the shield and damaging, even from the other Metagross as well. It's just like, it's not necessarily, oh, okay, I died there. That's a bit unfortunate. But it's a bit about understanding why Metagross is so strong, is because in this game of Pokemon Unite, that when you get level leads, you need sustainable ways to keep alive while dealing damage. And a lot of the damage dealers in the game don't have that. But that's why these kind of Pokemon, these melee bruisers, become even more powerful, because a Pokemon like Metagross, it has a lot of ways to keep alive. Now just look at that damage, it's just absolutely one-shotting. And this is a Sylveon as well, like there's one of the stronger Pokemon right now in the patch. I actually really like it. Okay, I go for some eject play and we get the kill. Very nice. Alright, so a little bit more about why I think Metagross is very strong and why I should use it is that yes, Magnet Rise, the increased movement speed from before. So the movement speed got basically doubled and it decays over time, as you can see. The movement speed is actually nuts. Like you basically become like a floating fortress and just deploy on anyone you see. There's a lot of little tricks and techniques of it. Probably make another video talking a bit more about the intricacies of this character. But right now Metagross is definitely feeling a little bit too strong. Like look at this 1v3. I literally ran into 4 players of their team. They have Absol, which is one of the biggest damage dealers in the game. And without the critical strikes, they probably don't take me down. Of course, they do critical strike and we go to the bedtime and back to the base, back to the Nurse Joy's Pokemon Center. So, Metagross being strong, what does it mean for the game right now? Well, when you have these kind of characters in power, it's going to mean the characters that do a lot of auto attack damage and maybe some different types of damage, so maybe not all special attack, are very, very powerful. So like characters like Mimic, you get a little bit more value, I fully feel. Percentage health based, characters that go for shields, like, oh my goodness, it's actually crazy. And like, I think the enemy Metagross did go Magnet Pull or whatever, the other move, and Zen Headbutt, that's right. And I don't think that's as effective, sadly. It's just very hard to deal with. Like, you can just see me float around. Like, my team, I've left them to die. Okay, we just ejected out of there. But yes, so Metagross, very good. Magnet Rise Gyro Ball is the moveset. I like the Gyro's Ball is just too powerful. As you can see, with multiple enemies around, you basically tank forever. It's really hard to take you down. It becomes like all about these angles. Like you need to be finding the right angle and time to take it down. But more scarily than that is that, well, if you're not playing like a little goofball like I am, you're pretty unkillable, and it's very, very frustrating. I think Sylveon is actually like really good, but that's a whole nother video in itself. But yes, I hope that you're enjoying the Metagross gameplay. I think that the way you have to play this character is like you're running in, you're being sort of a melee bruiser for the team, you jump into the middle of the fight, you spin around, you Magnet Rise around as well, you're enjoying yourself, you pace, make sure to weave in auto attacks, like your auto attacks do a lot of damage, and then bam, it's like, the Unite move's even better if you can get the wall up, and there's been a few bugs with the wall so far. I've been able to get it back to 90% after taking down one player. A little bit of a Unite move tip and interaction is that it's not going to work effectively if you get the wall stuck between another wall. So for example, if Metagross is targeted onto a player and they move between a wall, your Unite move will get cancelled. Now if it takes them down, you're going to get the whole Unite move back again, and you're going to still get the wall. It's kind of crazy. The wall is like pretty much the only good thing about the Unite move, and like the dash, I guess. The dash, it doesn't do too much damage. It's good enough to solo kill like some weaker players, but outside of that, it's not that impressive. Now, so Metagross, is it really OP? Yes, it is. Like I think you guys can just tell from watching this, like that Gyro Ball, its ability to just tank and soak up damage is actually insane, and it feels very oppressive and done in the right settings. So here you see I can just catch other Metagross. I'm just uniting for fun. Being able to shield for so much damage, it's just a little bit oppressive. It really is. And I think when you look at characters like this, like when you look at the bruisers and when they're powerful, yeah, we are going to see a rise on those auto attackers. We are going to see a rise on like all different types of like burst DPSers. It's just, you can just see the Gyro Ball damage. It's just a little bit overtuned. I think that needs to be changed. I think there's a few things that need to be adjusted with Metagross. But when they do, maybe the character will return to normalcy. But for now, it feels a little bit unfair. So as you can see, I'm just like permanently fighting them on their pads because it's just so fun. Like Metagross, it's constantly thriving off this continued fight with Gyro Ball. When you keep using Gyro Ball, you're going to be able to continually shield, and then you just get a bit of healing from the lifesteal that passively is in this kit. So like you essentially make up for whatever you end up losing when you're not in Gyro Ball, and when you are in Gyro Ball, you're just doing so much damage. The defenses as well, it's like overall, all the buffs help this character a lot. Like the phase of its gameplay is just a lot stronger. And talk a little bit about the Unite move. You know, this dash, they did try to make it do a little bit more damage, make it a little bit more consistent. I appreciate that, but it does feel like there's a little bit more, too many inconsistencies of how it plays. Now, of course, like, you know, I can't be certain that it's going to be A or B or S tier or anything, but at the same time, it does feel very good. Like in terms of how it was before and not how it is now. So I would agree, guys, that this is a Pokemon that really, like, you know, excelled in its new age. It's like would probably be one of the new Pokemon that to be really worried about on the block. Now, if you're thinking about how you'd beat Metagross, yeah, as I've been saying constantly, it's probably bringing a rise of increased special attackers and melee attackers that do a lot of damage up front and also consistently. Because if you don't have consistent damage, you can't get through the shields. And when you can't get through the shields, this thing wipes your team. And as you're going to see, like, yeah, like, okay, our team gets a really good fight here, and Glaceon's just shredding. It's just, like, honestly, a flip. And then Hyper Beam. I don't know about you guys. Let me know down in the comments. How many times did your Clefables get Hyper Beam? I swear I've only seen Clefable get Hyper Beam in the last 3 days. I can't not see it get Hyper Beam. Yeah, Metagross, very good. Lots of free wins if you're going to be able to use it in ranked. Definitely something I want you guys to give it a try. If you didn't try before, you didn't like it before, it might definitely be down your ally. This time, it's very good. Gyro Ball, Magnet Rise. You know, you click Unite move every so often when you get it. Just make sure that you're hitting them on the edge of the Gyro Ball. It does a lot more damage. And also gives you more shield. You can see, like, look, that's just incredible, really. To get like 3,000 health and a shield, it's a bit too much. But outside of this, I think the main things you want to see is you want to see your Metagross players really being able to like engage the fight and be confident that they're going to have help. But I played this a bit now today and yesterday as well. And I think overall, this will probably be an A to S tier character. I find it really hard to place anywhere else. I think that if you're like, you know, you like this kind of playstyle where you like running in and feeling unkillable, that's exactly what this Pokemon does. And if you have a level lead, it is literally unbeatable. So try to think about it. It can play in top lane, it can play in jungle. It's pretty versatile. It's got a stun. It's got huge auto attacks. Its secure isn't the greatest, but it's still better than most characters. Early game, good. Mid game, good. Late game, better. It's just a bit too much in everything. And overall, I hope you guys enjoyed my first take on Metagross's brand new patch. A little bit of like, you know, gameplay for you guys to enjoy as well. And once again, as always, I hope that you enjoyed the video, you liked, subbed, and comment down below what other gameplays you'd like to see from me. Of course, is Metagross going to be the meta? Hey, look, at the end of the day, all I know is meta is gross. And the meta is gross in this case. So as you can see, 132k damage. I don't know, man. They have to go and adjust his character again. I don't know. I'll leave it down to you. Let me know what you think below. Alright guys, have an excellent day.